Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Charles Adkins appointed as president of the Hedera Council. Interesting. Okay, so I thought I'd do this video because I think this is something that you guys really need to hear right now, because one of the continuing theme that I'm seeing when it comes to Hedera is a lot of people are getting frustrated with the price action. And so I think this is something that's relevant and something that you guys would want to see. Now, I'm going to get into the article shortly, but before we do get into it, Charles Adkins has previously worked for the government, okay? Now, this isn't the first person who's come to Hedera who has previously had ties or worked for the government, so this isn't like the most shocking thing because we've seen it before. However, the thing that I have to keep reiterating with this kind of stuff is that it shows you the caliber of people who are coming to Hedera. And what does that say about Hedera? Well, doesn't that seem like a company that has a bright future ahead of itself? When you look at these types of people who've had that type of history, working with such big entities, right? You don't really get much bigger than the government. So when you've got people with that kind of experience, and then they're looking to come and work with Hedera, doesn't that say a lot about Hedera's future? And here's the reason why I say this. It's because when people are just talking about price, okay, cool, let's say the price isn't doing as great as some other cryptos right now. Okay, fine. The problem with always chasing price is you don't know what's going to go up and what's going to go down, right? That's a kind of guessing game when you look at that. Like, for example, one of the cryptos that really kicked off in the 2021 bull run was Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin was a meme coin, right? That's how it started. It was a joke. Literally started as a joke. So if you was looking at crypto and thinking, okay, I want to invest in some cryptos that I feel have a good future ahead of it and think will be good for price long term, not many people were going to hedge their bets on Dogecoin, right? You wouldn't think that realistically. But that's what happened. And I think this is the problem when you're just talking about price. When you're talking about price, well, anything can go up, right? Like Pepe went up. Meme coin again. And so when you start looking at it from just that aspect, I don't think you're looking at it in the right way. Because yes, okay, it might be frustrating to see all these coins going up performing better than HBAR right now. But the problem is this. You don't know the future of some of those coins. Okay? So you might have some kind of investment in those coins and be thinking, okay, great, the price is pumping. But for example, that coin could get rug pulled, or that coin could end up just completely dropping when something happens because it's not really a crypto that has great utility, right? You might not be able to scale, or there could be some kind of bug in the code or something that comes out that shows a flaw in that network. And so when I look at this kind of news and I'm looking at the caliber of people who want to work with Hedera, and I'm seeing like the partnerships, the governing council, all these amazing use cases that keep coming to Hedera, I'm just like, well, okay, fair enough. We've not really got the price action that we'd like to see right now. But long term, does it not look like Hedera has a secure future? Like, to me, Hedera seems like a very safe bet. And that's what I really want as an investor, because, okay, I could have great returns with Pepe, but Pepe is just a gamble. There's no logical reason to really want to go into Pepe, except for just gambling. Because, yes, okay, Pepe took off, but there's thousands of other meme coins out there. So when you just see Pepe, and you think, oh, if only I'd have got into Pepe. Hey, you didn't know Pepe was going to take off. So you could have invested in something else. Like, for example, you could have invested in SpongeBob token, which is a real token, by the way. But then SpongeBob token hasn't really taken off. So you could be sitting here frustrated thinking, oh, why did I invest in SpongeBob token when I could have invested in Pepe? The point is, it's all a gamble. So if you did invest into that kind of thing like Pepe or whatever, great, I'm happy for you if you manage to make money. But let's not get this twisted. That is literally a gamble play. That's exactly what that is. So it's pot luck. It really is just pot luck. And that's the thing for me. I'm invested in HBAR because to me it looks like a secure investment. And that's the difference. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because I'm trying to show you again the caliber of people that are wanting to work with Hedera. the caliber of people that are working with Hedera, the caliber of people that are coming to Hedera, the types of partnerships that they have, the governing council members, the numerous amazing use cases that's available for HBAR. To me, it's a secure network, and that's what gives me confidence with HBAR long term. Maybe it'll take a little bit longer for it to come to fruition, but I have no doubt in my mind that in the end it will come to fruition, in my opinion. And my thing is, I would hope that I actually end up doing better from this, because long term, when the real utility is there, and utility is what people want and not just speculation, HBAR will be being utilized on a mass scale. So I would expect to make a much better return on my investment. So we'll get into the article and then we can discuss this a little bit further. New president has held leadership roles at Aptos, Polygon, the Treasury Department, and at leading consumer products and financial services firms. The Hedera Council today announced the appointment of Charles Adkins as its new president. Adkins brings a wealth of experience in Web3 technology, including key roles at prominent Web3 organizations such as Aptos and Polygon, as well as in finance, government, and consumer brands, making him a valuable addition to the Hedera leadership team and bringing a new set of relationships to the Hedera ecosystem. Adkins expressed his excitement about joining Hedera. Quote, "I've always been very interested in the Hedera protocol and the technology, but equally, if not more importantly, in the governance model and the impressive global governing council. Over the several decades that I've been in technology, I've seen that enterprise and government adoption holds the promise to enable the use of new technology by the masses. Hedera's approach to the governance and relationships with some of the world's largest organizations has put them in a great position to be the distributed ledger technology, in brackets DLT, of choice for the largest use cases requiring scale and security." Unquote. Brett McDowell, chair of the Hedera Council, commented, quote, "We are thrilled to have Charles join us as president. His caliber of experience and expertise in financial services, government administration, go-to-market strategy, and Web3 technology uniquely qualifies Charles to serve as the next president of Hedera. His unbridled enthusiasm for Hedera's unique competitive advantage in this emerging market is inspiring, especially considering his executive experience at other respected Web3 platform companies." Unquote. Adkins was most recently the global lead business development at Aptos, where he established relationships with Microsoft, EY, and Google. Prior to that, he was Vice President of Strategy at LandVault, and before that was Vice President overseeing enterprise applications and financial services for Polygon Labs. He also held marketing leadership roles at Nike, Red Bull, and the Walt Disney Company, and worked for the US Department of the Treasury in a security-cleared role, overseeing a staff of over 120 people, and at Morgan Stanley. Adkins also formerly served as a startup mentor at Outlier Ventures, with over 80% of his mentees receiving seed or Series A funding upon program exit. Okay, nice, real nice. So, as I say guys, this is another thing that I wanted to point out from the article as well. His connections. That's just another thing that he brings to the table, right? He's got connections in all these different financial companies and the government. So what kind of connections can he bring to Hedera? So it's not just his experience, it's his connections as well. So to me, I think this is absolutely great news to see. And again, you're looking at how many different companies he's with, and I think that's good as well. Some people might say like, why has he jumped around? But that just shows you the amount of companies that have wanted to work with him. And it shows you that his experience is varied, right? It's not just all in one sector. It's been for different companies doing different things. So that shows you that he can bring a whole wealth of knowledge to Hedera. So to me, guys, I'm looking at this kind of stuff, and this is why I'm not really worrying about price right now, because when I'm looking at Hedera as a company, I'm seeing everything that I would want to see as an investor, right? This isn't like pot luck investing. This is look at the fundamentals. Look at the partnerships. Look at the people who are working with the company. Look at what people are saying about the company, right? Like, these are the kind of things that I'm looking at, and I'm like, this all looks great to me. This all looks really positive. So to me, I just look at this and I'm like, man, Hedera is looking great. Hedera is looking like they're really building themselves up as a company. They're doing well. Everything's flourishing. I've got nothing really to be concerned about right now. So, okay, yeah, the price may not be doing that great. Okay, fine. But everything that I've got here about Hedera, to me, shows a company that are doing well. And there was an article I did a video on not long ago that actually said, Hedera is looking like a company that is poised for future success. So many people see this and think this about Hedera. So for me, it's like, hey, okay, maybe the price isn't great right now, but in time, I think it will be fine. I think it will be great. That's my opinion. So I'm sticking this one out. I'm willing to see where this goes, because everything to me says that Hedera is a great investment. So I'm willing to stick to my conviction on that. But what do you guys think? Charles Adkins becoming the president of the Hedera Governing Council. Do you think this is a good thing? Do you think this is going to be something that's good for the Hedera Council? Do you also think this will ultimately be reflected in HBAR's price? Or do you not think this is a good thing? Is there anything in this article that gave you any kind of concern? Or do you just not think this will be good for HBAR's price overall long term? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.